Hello, and welcome to my podcast. I am Josiah, and here I have my friend.
Shalom. My name is Malachi.
And today we're going to be talking about the new product, the next big thing for our society. And that product is called the Mark II. What is the Mark II, you may be asking? Well, the Mark II is the Soma. It's basically a better and more improved version of the Soma that we take today, except it's just a little bit different. And I'm here to explain what is new about it and how it can make your life even better.
So,
Now,
what makes it so different?
what makes it different is that the Soma is still basically the same type of design. It's still a pill that you can swallow, but it has double the effectiveness, but shorter the duration of you wasting your working time. And here's an example of what I mean. Let's say a fellow Epsilon is feeling a little frustrated in his work.
So
He
angry.
pops two Somas. And what basically two Somas do is that he is gone into La La Land for about 2 hours, which will feel like a whole week. Now, what the Soma Mark II does is that you could take one of the Mark II, but it does double the effectiveness, meaning you will be in La La Land for 2 weeks, or what it feels like 2 weeks, but you only will be in La La Land for an hour. So overall, it's basically double the satisfaction and pleasure.
So it cuts down our time on how you say our inability to work, but it increases
Exactly.
our
And this
pleasure.
is a main focus for our other caste systems such as the deltas, the gammas, and the epsilons.
Ah,
Because we don't want them to be inefficiently not working for a long period of time. So that's why the Mark II is being produced. So they can feel twice satisfied after half of their time is being gone. So they can have more time to work and feel more satisfied working for a longer period of time.
what you're saying is that our epsilons will be able to produce more work instead of having to pop a soma and taking 2 hours or 3 hours and not getting a longer
In the
effect
long
of the
run,
soma.
if let's say an epsilon is just working on the elevator, just going up and down.
Yeah.
Well, instead of him, you know, being, I guess you would say, bullied by some alphas, although he may not understand, he still has some type of action towards the way how he is treated. So, even though he may take a soma, he may be out of work for at least an hour or so, and he may feel pleasure for the next 3 hours. But like I said, with the Mark II, it just doubles the effectiveness and just makes him not able to work for half of the time of a regular Soma.
This complements my attire.
But it's not only that effectiveness is the only thing that's new and improved, and actually, there's a selective option for moods. For an example, let's say a beta is feeling a bit grumpy because they ran out a dosage of Soma, or this beta didn't receive something he or she didn't want. So, this beta is frustrated and wants to pop our Mark II Soma. But it's not just our generalized Mark II, it's a red colored Soma.
To
And what it
indicate-
basically does, it focuses on the nucleus parts of the brain where the beta is feeling most frustrated about, and it focuses on those nerves to calm the beta down more faster rather than just focusing on trying to neutralize
Everything.
the beta's mind altogether.
So, what you're building is this Soma's gonna be a concentrated mood sensing Soma? So, like a mood ring?
It could work as a mood ring, but the other colored Mark II summons are specifically made to help the cast member for a specific type of problem of how they feel.
Hmm. So,
For example, blue is for sadness, red is for anger, green is for nausea, and so on.
hmm. So this is a good thing.
Yes, and I feel like this new product can actually be beneficial, especially for our economy, because not only it might be a little bit more expensive to make, but if everyone is doing twice the work for longer periods of time, and only have to take a break for almost half of the time that when they take a regular Soma, that means we do more efficient work and we don't have to take much time off of our workers' hands.
Hmm.
You see where I'm getting here?
So you're basically cutting down the effect, the not the effect, but the time usage of Soma, but increasing the
Exactly.
effects. What you're telling me here.
Exactly, my friend.
So
And
you're
that's just
saying if someone was extremely depressed or extremely sad that they didn't get the one girl they wanted, even though everyone gets what they desired, um, they're saying it could even sedate them.
like I said, if they were to take the blue Soma, Mark II Soma, it can actually help them feel like they were already satisfied with that person, whoever it may be.
So not only does it dull your senses, it also creates images within your head as well, and produces
Exactly.
bodily feelings onto you as well.
A vivid imagination, as you would like to put it.
Ah, so
And
you're
yes,
saying is that this is like a feelie, but in pill form.
exactly. Although we may try to improve this so we can have it for vaporization form for the authorities to use.
When the vaporization
Just
can
how,
also change
remember how
color.
a few weeks ago, the Savage anchored all the deltas by throwing out their Somas away?
Ah, that was a sight to behold when the Soma kicked in.
It was quite strange. And this is why the product was being made into production quite soon.
To prevent riots from happening. But it's kind of strange though. Authorities never really have to get involved in anything.
No, but it doesn't hurt to have it as an emergency.
You weren't wrong.
And it's also a
Soma,
shame to see the Savage leave this world so soon. But
and he all gave us
um,
something that we could experience. Pain.
it's just that ancient times do not belong into the modern one.
No, they do not. But he showed us something we all could feel. Something that every person could feel. That is physical pain. Which none
So
of us
overall,
have felt.
the Mark II is supposed to be a more effective Soma for the long run. Although it may be a little bit more expensive to make, after a while, it will see itself being a very beneficial thing for the world economy and for everyone else.
So this would help many people with many things and many problems. That's what you're telling me?
Exactly.
It is nice.
While it is something very new and very exciting to wait and see, although I am kind of impatient myself for it to come out.
It is true. You're not wrong. I want to test this out myself as well.
And as soon as we actually get some effective somas on the way, I was personally deliver these Mark II Somas to the world controllers and to you, my friend.
Ah, so I'll get my own special dose as well.
Call it as a, how should I put this? Pre-registration, as you will.
That sounds really nice.
Well, it does, my friend. And hopefully you can feel so much more better than just a regular Soma.
Ah.
Such a
Well, it
thrilling
seems like we're
tour of
almost out of
destruction.
time, aren't we?
Yes, it does. For the folks.
Let's just hope that the world controllers can actually see some potential into this new product.
I hope so too, because this new product would be an amazing feeling of it all.
Indeed. Well,
Indeed.
it's time to say goodnight.
Good night. Sleep tight. Hopefully, I'll have a pleasurable night.
Indeed. And remember our mighty pride memo. Community, identity, and stability.
That is all, folks.